Throughout the starting of the health and wellbeing subject, we have started to learn about mental health strategies that can help you improve. After some extensive research and consideration, I've decided upon participating in improving my sleep hygiene by aiming to get the recommended 8 hours of sleep per night. The benefits from receiving 8 hours of sleep is that you get less sick often, which is a big thing for me because I receive a lot of sickness as I'm currently sick right now. Another benefit is that you lower your health risk for serious health problems. Throughout this 3-week period, I'll analyse a few proposed benefits and see if I notice a difference in my well-being and health. Hypothesis and method of resulting. I believe throughout my 3-week investigation on aiming to get 8 hours of sleep a night, it will improve my overall mood and help me to have more energy and be an overall more happy and nicer person. The 8 hours of sleep a night will help me to develop a more positive outlook on life. The way that I'm going to keep track of the hours I sleep every night will be through a free downloadable app named Sleepwatch. It's rated one of the top sleep tracking apps on the App Store and can look into your sleep quality and amount of hours you sleep. My starting point. One of the reasons I've selected this method is that I've always struggled with having a regular amount of sleeping hours. Some nights I will sleep for 10 hours and some for 4 hours. This leaves me with a very irregular sleeping schedule. This is very bad things as an irregular sleeping pattern can leave you sleep deprived, which can cause accidents. Most sleep deprived accidents happen on the road. Another thing that is linked to irregular sleep is not having enough energy to maintain a healthy diet and push through a day mentally. Week 1, first week of the sleeping program. Throughout the first week of the sleeping program, I noticed that starting this process, it was definitely very hard to adjust to aiming to sleep a certain amount of time. I found through reflecting after the first week, I didn't sleep the 8 hours most nights. Like night 1, I only managed for 7 hours and 21 minutes, and then another one, it was 6 hours and 5 minutes. Adjusting to sleeping and trying to aim for it made it very difficult. The hours I was aiming to sleep were 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. Trying to sleep those exact time slots was very hard overall. It was very hard at some nights. I would achieve this, but the weekends, Friday and Saturday, really let me down a lot. Overall, to start the program, I believe sleeping 8 hours is harder than said than done. Some nights I was achieving that and was feeling amazing. During those nights I slept 8 hours, I felt like my energy was through the roof and I didn't feel groggy and sluggish and had more motivation to go out and try my best, try 100% through the duration of an entire day. Sleeping 8 hours has so many benefits also for the mind as well. If you're able to get the correct amount of hours of sleep, it enables you to wake up with a more positive mindset about the challenges coming your way on a certain day. Although on the days I wasn't able to complete this, I'd feel sluggish and wouldn't have energy. So I'm definitely starting to see the benefits of doing so. Week 2 of the 8 hour sleeping program. Throughout the second week of the program, my 8 hours of sleep started to become way more consistent. Using a sleeping app that tracks your sleep through phone usage helped to see that out of the 7 nights, 6 of the 7, I slept 8 hours plus of sleep, averaging around 8 hours and 17 minutes of sleep per night. Through my sleep becoming to be more consistent, I'm really able to see the positives of this. This week, I became to feel more refreshed. After participating in some tests in the app, I figured out, according to the test, I had 23 hours of sleep debt. This sleep debt wasn't allowing me to be fully refreshed as I possibly could, and my mini aim inside this 3-week thing was to try sleep as much of the sleep debt off as possible. Inside this second week, I felt the need to stop drinking as much caffeine and food products like Red Bull, iced coffee, Coke, etc. My natural energy was starting to be more refreshed. I was also starting to notice I was much more of a happy and positive person. I was less angry at people and started to become a kinder and nicer person to be around. This has been something I've been trying to work on for a long time now, and getting this more sleep will definitely help me a lot. Week 3, last week of the sleeping program. Week 3 and the final week of the program really showed me that this is something that I want to continue with for a long time. Continuing on from last week, I started to feel amazing and had almost gotten rid of my sleep debt, which is an amazing thing for such a short period of time. This week was the first time I had a full 7 out of 7 week where I managed to sleep 8 hours every single day, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while, as there are so many benefits that had been previously listed before. In this third week, something else big I had noticed is that I hadn't had any cold and flu symptoms. This is another thing that is really big for me because I'm very frequently sick. I'm really trying to fix this by improving my diet, and the whole point of this program was improving my sleep. The third and final week really made me realise how much benefits there is in doing this program. Especially in this third week, the benefits became so clear and I understand why people aim to get 8 hours of sleep and make it such a priority. This week's average sleep was 8 hours and 34 minutes. Evaluation of the program and how they impacted me. Throughout completing this program, I have really experienced the benefits of this and how it can really improve your mental health. Throughout the program, our aim was to really see does sleeping 8 hours improve you like experts say it does. I quickly found out after a week of aiming to sleep 8 hours a day that the benefits are very immense, and although it seems like such a small thing, the benefits felt very well. The top two things for me that I found myself having so much more energy and being able to complete day-to-day things without feeling exhausted and tired. This is a big thing for me as I'm always feeling drowsy and tired, so fixing this and improving it really made me feel so much more energized, which is a big one for me personally. Another big benefit that really was felt for me was not being sick all the time. I'm very frequently getting cold and flu symptoms, so not having any of those for almost a month was a really big step and improvement for me, and really ties into me not feeling as drowsy and tired. After evaluating and highlighting some major benefits in this, the idea of sleeping 8 hours is one that is very good and something I'll be continuing on with for a long time. Conclusion. In conclusion, at the start of the program, I really never understood why sleeping 8 hours was such a big deal and a highly suggested thing by professionals. Now, after experiencing it, I really discovered there are many benefits to it. The idea in theory that sleeping 8 hours a night really does in fact help a lot.